Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Ghosts and Spirits news video. So I wanted to throw this news video here because I was coming across this special type of info as it came across my Facebook feed. I don't know how Facebook does it, but each time I'm running something through Hulu, something that I'm watching, either a movie or some kind of TV show, Facebook sometimes seems to recognize that stuff, and so it starts throwing me suggestions. And in this case, it was a trailer for an upcoming movie, a documentary that is from Chad Kalick. I was watching his documentary there on Hulu called American Ghost Hunters, the one that he has with himself and then Ryan Buell from Paranormal State, and it was chronicling, in this case, the experience that he's had at his home for like a decade or so of bad things happening to him and his family. So again, Facebook showed me this new trailer that he's working on for a documentary, and it's called Sir No Face, or Sir No Face Lives. Instantly, that's a very attractive title. I mean, it stands out. Whenever you hear the word Sir No Face, it makes you think, like, are we dealing with something that doesn't have a face? Why does it have that name? It's something along those lines. And so I saw the link, and so I for the trailer, and then I placed it actually below here under the About section. And so if you wanted to see it, check it out. But the reason I wanted to include it in the news section is because it has to do with the way that this documentary is going to play out here in the US. So let me know what your thoughts are on this. I'm not necessarily chiding this thing. I'm not praising it at the same time, but I'm still kind of hesitant about it altogether. So Sir No Face, just a quick recap, has to do with a very haunted Australian prison that was being documented, I guess, over 2 years. Like that he and his crew were there. Apparently they were asked to go there by the Australian government themselves. This is all based on the trailer. That again, if you wanted to see it, check out the link below. And within it, he stated that they visited there. They were able to chronicle some very interesting footage. But then this stood out, according to the trailer, and then according to all the reaction videos that seem to have come out from some of the early screenings. It purportedly has the most, and I'm talking like not just the most, but the most convincing footage ever when it comes to capturing a ghost on video. Like, nothing is before it anything as convincing as this one. It is absolutely the most shocking footage ever, proving, and they're stating, proving the existence of ghosts. So when you're watching the actual trailer, you'll notice something that stands out. Like, they'll hype it up. They'll showcase the people there within the prison, like that they're in a special room, that they're communicating with the ghosts. They'll showcase footage of them walking around the prison, either during the daylight or during nighttime. They'll showcase as well some of the interviews that they're doing, and then depending on some of the videos that you've seen, because there are others involving this Sir No Face trailer as well, different versions of it, you'll see audience reactions as they're watching it. It's that stuff that reminded me of the Blair Witch, or what was it, the Blair Witch? No, Paranormal. I forget what that movie's called, but Paranormal Society, where it comes out that it showcases like people watching it and then themselves reacting to it, and that convinced people to be able to go see the movie, because it's about, wow, if they're seeing that and it's their reaction, then absolutely, I want to go see it as well. But all of that being said, the only thing that it doesn't showcase is the actual footage of the ghosts, like the actual stuff, like Paranormal Activity. That's the name of the movie, where it showcased the audience reactions to it. But all of that stuff being shown, nothing of the actual ghost or anything pertaining to footage involving the ghost's activity. So that's what kind of perks my ears. Like that antenna goes up, that internal one, where you're thinking, is this really just all hype, or is it something where because they're not showing it, they don't want to spoil it, something along those lines. So it's up to you to decide. But what really actually perks my ears is the fact that this is a documentary that's going to be released in a very special way. I don't know if I agree with this altogether, but here's how it goes. So apparently it's going to go on a multi-city tour throughout the United States. The way it works is it'll go through special cities, like avenues, whatever those theaters are, that happen to house it. 17 cities, I believe, is what the going estimate is now, although they're stating on the website that they're going to add another 30 or so afterward. And then all it is they're going to showcase the movie, but because they're going to have a Q&A attached to it, and then also because of its limited release, you're going to have, in this case, a higher ticket pricing associated with the entry. So if you don't mind paying, in this case, like $25, like here in Austin, it's going to come here in August, sometime in August, I think in early August, if I'm not mistaken, then the place that it's being shown, the bare minimum to walk in is $25, with tickets up to the VIP stands going up to $200, not $20, $200. So that is a huge jump when it comes to that. I was looking at some of the information for like what the VIP perks are. It'll take you to the front rows, like the first 3 rows. You're gonna get a VIP dinner. You're gonna get an extra Q&A on top of the other Q&A, like a more private one. You'll get also some what is it, merchandise, autograph stuff, and then also some I guess private one-on-ones, like meet and greets with the cast or the director in this case as well. And then you'll get some photos with them as too. So all of that stuff for the low price of $200. All of that seems, I don't know, it seems weird. Give me your thoughts on that. Post your comments below if you have a chance, because it seems like it's purposely making sure that the pricing of these tickets goes up. It's going to be limited release, and then it's going to have that forced Q&A, which in all stances, like, I love Q&As. I mean, you hear me all the time when I go to Comic-Cons. They have the notion there where at the panels, either by the celebrities or by the filmmakers, I mean, it's all fantastic stuff. In this case, other cosplayers as well. They do those great Q&As, but the key thing is they're all free. You get to go there, you get to enjoy it. It's all fantastic, and you get to enjoy multiple Q&As over several days. Here, though, you're paying a premium price for watching the movie, but you have the Q&A at the same time with everyone else. So I don't know, like, but it's just one Q&A. Like, it's not necessarily the entire thing. So like over several days, like let's say at a Comic-Con. So I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but it does seem like it's a cute way of raising the pricing on the ticket and then forcing, like, if you wanted better seating, to really pay for it. Like in this case, $200, something along those lines, if you're interested in that case for a much better seat. But either way, though, it seems like it's working. The reason my antennas also go up on it is because let's let the cat out of the bag, the elephant in the room type stuff. There is a huge business when it comes to the paranormal world. I'm hearing stories now of people purposely buying purportedly haunted homes just to be able to rent them out, so that way they can showcase them on tours. People can come over for private parties, whatever is the case. They make much more money doing that than, let's say, being able to do like renting it out to traditional, let's say, renters, like on a monthly basis type stuff. Like, for example, in San Antonio, I found out that there's that Black Inn, that home that was featured on Ghost Adventures about a season or two back. There, after it was featured, their pricing skyrocketed to anybody trying to essentially take a tour there for ghosts. One party that I was talking to was stating that in order to do so, it was going to be something like $500 just for a small group. Like, it's insane. Like, it's insanity when it comes to renting that stuff. But if they can get $500 on a nightly basis, imagine that. That's what, $3,500 on a weekly basis times 4. That's over $12,000 on a monthly basis. It's crazy. I mean, the amount of money that the paranormal stuff has. So when you have something like this, where it's piquing audiences' interest, claiming again that it has the absolute best footage ever captured, you just can't see it though in any of the trailers. You're gonna have to pay premium pricing for it, and then you have the extra perks added if you go the VIP route. And again, it just makes it seem like it's almost like jumping in the bandwagon of trying to go over all this business that the paranormal world has evolved into. I mean, is it fine? I guess. I mean, it's capitalism. It's the whole notion where if there's money to be made and if someone can capitalize on it, sure, by all means. But at the same time, I can only imagine, like, people shaking their heads, those that already see the world of paranormal paranormal societies, like paranormal hunters, whatever is the case, kind of shaking their head and thinking, wow, those people, they just simply give something out and people will eat them up in terms of throwing money at them. But in this case, with these kind of premium pricing, like I was looking at some of the other cities, Austin ain't so bad apparently. But if you go to some of the other cities that this place is going to, the nosebleeds are more than $50. They're playing in some venues where it's stuff reserved for usually operas, where they have those multiple tiered seats. Where the really really close ones that I saw are 500. It's insane. Like the really close ones are 500, and then the back ones and nosebleeds are more than $50. Like this is the type of stuff that people will shake their heads at and wonder exactly, oh wow, like is have things gone too far? Who knows? But let's see if this truly becomes a success, then there's going to be more mimicking of it, especially when it comes to the multi-city type tours followed by the forced Q&As, all essentially to like raise things on prices. Because if this were to just be released, let's say on standard VOD, maybe it'll come and go. Like it'll be showcased on Hulu, Netflix, maybe even Amazon, whatever is the case, and then that's it. People won't see it anymore. They won't get as much money. But doing it this way, that's where they'll essentially make premium dollars. This Chad Kalick, and then the people behind it as well. And is that bad? Who knows? But again, I think it'll leave a bad taste for some of the people that are skeptics already of the world of these paranormal hunters. So, what do you guys think? Are y'all interested in this movie? Again, it's purportedly housing the most convincing footage ever. I'm gonna wait and see. Even though it's gonna play here in Austin, I don't think I'm gonna pay $25 plus to try to see something. Plus, in Austin, if you ever know anything about these special theaters, like in this case, it's gonna be at Emo's. It's going to be crazy parking, crazy traffic, and then you have to also pay extra probably for food, like not food, what is it? Parking, like where you have to make sure that you're not going to get towed, in other words, but all that stuff. So I'm just going to wait and see until it shows up somewhere free, maybe later on Netflix. I'm sorry, not Hulu, since I have Hulu, so try to see if that shows. But otherwise, if you're interested, see the link, let me know what you think, post those comments below. And then am I right, am I wrong? Is it going to be something where is it okay to showcase this throughout multiple cities but for a very large price, or is it something that's going to hurt the paranormal industry altogether? So give me your thoughts below. Alright everybody, thanks again as always. Take care.